How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Ruffled Alex, and welcome back to a brand new video. Now, today, guys, we're going to be doing another showcase video, but actually, it's not really a showcase, it's a gameplay video, guys. We are going to be playing Pokemon MMO 3D. Now, this is a game that I played in the past for you guys, but since we have a bunch of new viewers on the channel, I thought I'd play it again. I'd show you guys the gameplay and that sort of stuff, and today, I'm playing on an admin account just to kind of test things out, see how things work, and that sort of stuff. Now, I don't really know if I'm supposed to have other Pokemon on it, but I only have Celebi right now, and this is an account that is used by other YouTubers and stuff, so, you know what I mean, there we go, we actually do have more Pokemon. So, I'm gonna pop some of these over to my actual, list of Pokemon here, guys. But yeah, so, Pokemon MMO 3D is exactly what it sounds like. It's a Pokemon MMO RPG, which is a multiplayer online game, which you can see there are other players around here. Like, for example, not this guy, but outside you'll see other players. And you can actually interact with other people. You can type in the chat right here, as you guys can see. You can move that around. You do have a Pokédex and that sort of stuff. So there's a lot of options in the game. It's still being developed. And a huge update is coming, I think, very soon. There's going to be a huge update. And the update's going to be adding some very awesome stuff. One of those things that they're going to be adding is actually going to be, like, updated graphics. So if you think the graphics in this one look kind of like, you know, iffy to you, and you would want them to be kind of slightly better than this, then, I mean, just stick around, because the game is going to get a huge update very soon, so, you know what I mean? But, here we go. We are outside. Now, you can actually go over here, and you'll notice that there are people with a bunch of Blastoise, and it's actually, somebody's Mewtwo is actually just roaming. Right there, as you guys can see. And as you see, there's a bunch of Blastoise. Now, we're actually going to throw out our Charizard and see how that turns out. So, you actually control your Pokemon. The Pokemon is actually, see, you actually control the Pokemon, and you fly around. Actually, I'm not sure how far you can fly with these things. But, there is a way to fly, though, which I am not sure. Oh, there we go. You just press F. Okay, cool. You just press F. And you actually have several moves, like, not just 4 moves. You have about 6 moves, I think. Yeah. 6 moves, on this bad boy. And there you go. You just fly around, you use your moves. And that's kind of how the gameplay works, like, in general. It's like actual action combat. And, if you want to just get your Pokemon back, you just press the Pokemon on the top, upper top, like, left corner. That's kind of that, guys. So, now you may be wondering, okay, so you're playing this game. Now, what would I do as a brand new player? Well, as a brand new player, you would need to go in and catch yourself every Pokemon and level up. The game requires a lot of grind, and if you want to kind of change your skin in the game, like how you look like, you just go to this Meowth here from Team Rocket, and you essentially become a Master of Disguise. You can pick out May in a red outfit, yellow, purple, pink, orange, gray, green, blue. You can look at it like Richie. You can look like Ash 2 and Ash 1, Trainer 2, Trainer 1, and that's just like, you know, basic trainers and whatnot. And of course, like Red. Now, the Red that you would look like in this game, like only the admins can look like the actual, like this version of Red, this one, like the one from Sun and Moon. Only admins can be that sort of stuff, and also only admins can be blue. As far as I know, I could be wrong. And I gotta decline that trade because I am using an admin account, so I can't use it. But here you can essentially teleport yourself to positions. You can go to Viridian City, Pewter City, and that sort of stuff. They have this right now because it takes such a long time to walk to those places. But I would recommend, if you're playing this game, do walk to them. It makes it so much more fun that you can just explore, like, the little world here. Now, the actual world design, again, will be improved because they have an update coming soon with, like, new mapping done, which most likely will change how things are in the game. So, you know, just stick around for that. Also, gyms are being added. Gyms are going to be added because they currently are not in the game. For example, let's go to Pewter City, and you'll see what I mean. So we're now in Pewter City, and if you actually... Oh, yeah, by the way, if you press Shift, you actually walk. But, that's besides the point. Let me see. Man, that looks smooth, I'm gonna be honest. I just want to be quiet there just so I can see how smooth I can make the actual walking. But, in general, though, I will tell you that the gameplay in this game is actually a lot of fun. Now, I'm not sure if we have our map up. Now, there we go. There's the map. So I'm gonna move the chat to my left here, so it's under my webcam. But you have a map right here, and if you see those yellow dots are the Pokemon. And, for example, let's see, let's pop out Charizard right here. So there's Charizard. Now let's find a Pokemon that's like... Oh, see, there's a Rattata. There's a Rattata right there. So you just pop off your moves, and you try to hit it. And actually, you press tab to target it. And there you go. Now we're in actual battle. But see, only one scratch is enough to actually take it and essentially destroy it. So we're going to just pop out really quick the Zapdos. And I think if we press F, you can actually fly. Yeah, here we go. Look at that. Look at that beauty, my dudes. This is fantastic, man. I love the fact that this game has this option. But if we just gotta go and pick up our trainer again, because that's, you know, leaving him down here isn't really a smart thing to do. There you go. Just gonna remove that real quick, and we're gonna run right to the gym, which is right in front of us. Now, I'm not sure how the actual flying works. I know there is a description for how to use it if you go back to the main city, which you can do easily by pressing this button up here, this little house button in the top right up there. You can actually press that, you can teleport back to the home place, which I don't know if they're going to be removing that. I do hope they remove that option eventually, so you have to kind of like go to places, because right now the home place is like where most players are. And here is the gym, my dudes. Now, see, if I try to challenge him, I don't think it'll work, because I remember they said they hadn't, like, finished gyms yet. But there you see, there's Brock, and, yeah, that's kind of that. Like, the gym just isn't working yet, which is very, very sad, you know, very sad. I do wish it did work, but, unfortunately, it ain't done yet. Let me see, let me try to use, Articuno real quick. So Articuno can fly the same way as well. Well, let's just bring him back, and let's just go back to the Pallet Town. There we go. The home base, my dudes. So we're going to actually go inside, and I'll show you a few things. Like, you can actually go into... This is where you essentially get your Pokemon. And if you want a free Pikachu, by the way, guys, if you want a free Pikachu, walk up here, and you will see one of these Pokeballs. I'm not sure which one of them. Oh, the one that's supposed to be right here. The one that's supposed to be right here. Now, it's not here because this is a admin account, so it's already gone, and it's already been used. But it's supposed to be a Pokeball here, and if you get that Pokeball, you get a Pikachu for free in the game. So definitely do that. If you want to heal, just go to these healing boxes and just use them. You can also go to these in other cities, because they usually tend to spawn like next to the Pokemon centers when you teleport to them. You got blue and red. He says loser, and he says ... Nothing crazy there. Now, I do think this guy explains the use of flight. Let's see. If you have a flight Pokemon, use F to activate flight mode. Attention, flying consumes energy. Catch a Pokemon, you must KO it and have Pokeballs. Use Pokeballs, use the C button. Okay, so I've seen people fly in this game in the past, I'm pretty sure, but I guess we ain't gonna be probably able to do that right now, which is very unfortunate. But if you want to kind of level up in the game, that sort of stuff, just go down here, past the river, and you'll be, you know, in Pallet Town, just going around. And it kind of gives me a little bit of thoughts about like how Pallet Town should be in terms of like. Whatchamacallit, like, in terms of, you know, scale. Like, I've never thought about it, but Pallet Town's pretty small in the games, and it seems like it's bigger when you actually look at, like, you know, the anime and stuff. It's supposed to be slightly larger, so, and also, you know, it was the limitations of the Pokemon, you know, previous games and whatnot. So I think if we are returning with these upcoming Pokemon Switch games, if we are returning Kanto, I think they could definitely make, you know, Pallet Town just in general slightly bigger and, you know, slightly more interesting than it was in the original games, because it was kind of plain. There wasn't really much there. But this time around, I think they can do way more with it, and they can actually, like, expand upon it quite a lot. So that's kind of that, guys. But also, I will have a Pokemon video out tomorrow, guys. Not today, tomorrow, because I know you guys wanted to watch some of that gameplay. But this is essentially just me testing out some of the Pokemon on the main account here, on the demo account. I do have my own account as well, which I'm not really using at the moment. We're going to pop the Sand Attack and then Tackle, and let's go for the Gust. And you see, the Gust actually creates a literal, like, you know, a literal gust, which is pretty awesome. Actually, I love the fact that this game has all these moves being like, you know, action combat. And this is kind of a good, like, thing to look at if you want to see how action combat would kind of work and how a Pokemon game could work on the PC if it was like something like MMO. This one is still, you know, getting balanced. There are a lot of, like, issues that need to be resolved and that sort of stuff. And, of course, with the upcoming update, the game will be a million times better. So, you know, definitely check it out once the update is out. I mean, you can check it out right now as well. Definitely worthwhile. If you're looking for a game as well to play, like, you can try out Pokemon Revolution Online, Pokemon MMO, eventually also Pokemon, which is going to be fantastic once it's released. So there's a lot of options, really, for games if you want to play them when it comes to Pokemon MMOs. And you may say, like, oh, they're going to get shut down by Nintendo. The thing is, a lot of these games are running their servers on, in countries where they can't really be, you know, bothered, you know, where, like, not, like, bothered, but rather they can't be bothered by Nintendo, and Game Freak can't really do anything to them. And also, as long as they don't make money off of it, it should be fine. As far as I know, this game doesn't have any microtransactions. You can donate to support the game, which also can be a bit troublesome. But other than that, like, you know, there's no in-game transactions. There's nothing like that in this game, so you don't need to worry about that sort of stuff. Just kind of wanted to point that out, as some people do get, like, you know, very agitated when they hear about these things, and they always say, like, you know, the game's gonna get shut down. But this game's been around for a decent amount of time now and still yet to be shut down. I even have a video that has... And usually, like, when games, like, get big and, you know, get shown on YouTube and stuff, they get shut down. This game, I have a video on it on my channel that did pretty darn well, and the game is still up. It's still running. It's still, you know, it's still pushing through. So, you know, if something does happen to it, if it does get shut down, well, that's unfortunate, but I don't think, you know, we're going to be up for that anytime soon, at least. You know, I mean, it's. I think it's very likely, you know, we won't see a shutdown, at least for a while. But that's kind of going to be that for this video, guys. I hope you did slightly enjoy this. I know it's slightly different from my other videos recently, but I do kind of do showcase videos in general and gameplay stuff. And I wanted to do this one because, hey, I felt like playing this game, and I was actually asked by some of you guys, you know, check it out again, because, you know, we want to see what you can be up to in the game. So, that's going to be that, guys. I hope you all did enjoy. If you did, then drop a like down below. My name's been Ruffled Reality. I'll see you all the next time. Have a great day, and bye-bye, ladies and gentlemen.